Spring LaFay, Simple Tarot. Okay, this is going to be for air signs. Okay, and we're going to start with, I'm going to take a, I have pre-shuffled, so I'm just going to get to it. I'm not taking, I'm going to take from a cut, so yeah. And, okay. If you're not wanting romance in your life, you know, and these do not feel like they belong for you, just don't worry about the romance angel. You know, the reading still could be for you. Okay. Aquarius. Libra. And Gemini. Affirmation for each. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They're drawing me to my cards as well. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Okay. One of my cards has got stuck inside the other, so trying to free it. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'll take you an angel message. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want. I want to cut and do it this time. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay. I want to take a major arcana for each. As sort of a needing to see or possible strength. Okay. Now, I want to take a strength card for each. And at the end, I'm going to take a weakness card. That will go at the end. Okay. Strength. Your weakness for Aquarius. Strength, Libra, weakness. Strength, Gemini, weakness. Okay, there we go. Now, three tarot. I know this is a bit different, but I'm drawn to it, so that's the way I feel like I'm supposed to do it this time. Okay, 2, 3, cut. Aquarius. Libra. Gemini. It wasn't going to let me do it backwards there. Okay. Now. Okay. I also wanted to take a look within. So, something you need to look at within yourself. That could have to do with lots of things. Bad patterns, bad habits, things that need to be let go of. Behaviors. Pain. Okay. Aquarius. Libra. Gemini. Aquarius. Libra. Gemini. There we go. Okay, now let's get into this. Okay, first off, I want to take out our for Aquarius. I want to take this. You got the Sun card. You know, that's the happiest card in the deck. That's also the yes card if you have a yes/no question to something very important in your life. You know, this is also a point in life where someone is feeling possibly like they did when they were a child or when they were younger. They may be feeling that bliss, you know, like a bliss moment. Let's see what you got. You got the Emperor, Seven of Cups, but you got the Three of Swords. So, this tells me, okay, let's clarify. First off, I have pre-shuffled these. Please clarify the Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay. See, what this is showing me is that whomever I'm talking to, you need to clear your head, for one. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Clear out whatever, because you know, if there's clutter in there, you know, that's no good. But I feel like that you have lots of choices. Now, this is showing right here that you still need to clear away something to do with a broken heart. You know, it's like you're happy. You found some happiness. But I feel like that for some of you, there's the desire to have someone in your life, and I feel like some of you don't. For others of you, you may have someone, but the happiness, you know, you had to find the happiness. And there still could be painful moments that need to go. And they may not even have to do with your person. They could have to do with other outside influences. But this also feels like that someone is being very stern in their life. Because they've had to bring balance to their life after it feels like being left alone. So someone was left alone. They've had to struggle. We've got the High Priestess here. So for some of you, this is being intuitive. For others of you, this is getting guidance from somewhere. You know, that could be watching a tarot reader such as myself. That could also be reaching to a higher power. You know, I feel like with this Emperor here, that's taking control of the situation. You know, if you have got a situation going on now where you feel like you're getting all in your head and you feel like your heart's getting broke, I feel like you're going to balance away from that. You're not going to, because you've done been through this. That's what it feels like. You've done been there. You don't want more of it. You know, I feel like that you're waiting on the one, if you don't already have someone, or if you're not satisfied with your life and, you know, you've got your bliss. I feel like for some of you, you're waiting on that one. Now, for others of you, I feel like you're just kind of balancing. And you may have children in your life that are making you happy right now. But, nonetheless, I feel like there's a need to deal with whatever is hidden in the background of your mind or your heart that's hurting you. Because I feel like someone is hiding some deep-rooted feelings that need to go. And I feel like that's causing their weakness. So, strategy and resistance. So, you know, it's like, if you look, that's the armadillo. Got that protective shell. It's like, I feel like you may be guarding your heart. You may be, it may be all about work for you. but I feel like you won't, if you don't have a romantic partner, I feel like a lot of you want one. Now, for those of you that don't, you know, it feels like you're just guarding your heart. And that may be against family members or anyone. And, you know, how are you going to get the love that you want in your life, whether that is romantic or not, if you are constantly guarding your heart? Now, you do have the happy card. That's awesome. So that feels like you're having some happiness. But I feel like with that Three of Swords coming out next to the Seven of Cups, next to the Emperor, who is kind of stubborn acting sometimes, can be bullheaded sometimes, not always now, but it's that sort of type of energy is what I'm feeling right now. So I feel like somebody could be very stubborn if they want to be. With that feeling being next to these two cards here that's riding along this Emperor's coattail, I feel like someone's got some stuff in the background that they need to let go of. They need to deal with it, you know, and release that, heal it. Now, over here, we're going to look because, you know, if you look at strengths, you got dedication and progress. So that makes sense with the Emperor here. Maybe you're digging your heels into work. You know, maybe you're a boss. Maybe you're just, you know, you're doing your thing. Maybe you're being a leader some way. Excuse me. See, I'm yawning. You need to be healing too. You need to heal whatever's in you that's, yeah, and that could have to do with so many things. It could have to do with where someone hurt you. You know, and with this Sun card being here, it could have to do with when you were a child. Something to do with when you were a child. For some of you, it could have something to do with a brother or a sister. Now, these two cards, you need to look at these and you need to figure out what they mean to you. What within does this mean to you? Because this is like looking within. And don't look at the fact that it's women or men. You know, if you're a man, don't look at the fact that, you know, you don't have to. Now, you can, because it could be that that's got something to do with someone that you're dealing with something within. But you don't have to. I mean, it could be, you know, because this feels like it's from within. Lots of times when I use these. This is number 24, and it says Queen of My World. So just look at it and just try to see what does that mean to you within yourself. Now that can take time. It may not happen right off the bat. Some people, you know, they'll pick up right like that on it. Some people you have to meditate on it. Number 14, hiding your true self. So just see what you feel like those mean for you. And then we've got here Nine of Abundance. That makes sense because I feel like somebody's work. But it says life is wonderful. Your hard work and dedication to your dreams will provide you with great peace and contentment. And that's awesome. Take time to enjoy quiet moments of reflection and leisure. Feel free to buy yourself small, luxurious gifts. Oh, excuse me. You've earned the financial security and independence you now enjoy. Beautiful. Look at there. Somebody look. Somebody's sitting pretty. Someone's doing a lot better financially, so that's awesome. Now, with my card, I will show you. You look there. Got a face, and what this says is, within the sun's bright warming flare, and when glistening drops fall everywhere, just know I am there. This is from someone who has passed. So an ancestor or a friend or someone has passed, and they want you to know they're with you. Now, you may not, you know, this could be an ancestor you don't know or you don't remember. But they're with you and they want you to know it. And then we have your affirmation. See, worry. So are you worrying? You've got that 3 of Swords. That could be worrying. And then the 7 of Cups being in one's head. You know, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest. Someone this could have to do with overworking. And someone, you know, being in their head and worrying about things that could cause heart pain. You know, with that 3 of Swords, heartbreak, not only is that for heartbreak, but that could be for heart pain, you know, heart attack. So be very mindful of your health and try not to overwork, try not to worry, try not to, you know, carry too much stress and burden. Ask for help. Share the burden. You know, it feels like someone's overdoing it. So you may want to write that. Stop, pause the video, and just write it down so you can say it whenever you want. Repeat after me. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome, and so it is. Then romance, angels. For those of you who want romance in your life, maybe you want it, but you're scared. Maybe you're holding back. You know, you're holding on to pain. You're letting it absorb within you, and you need to release it. Look, oh my God. So see, somebody wants a soulmate. They want the real deal. They do. We got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Oh. Somebody needs to heal. I wasn't sleepy at all. And then you got the other soulmate card. Look at that. And what it says is, yes, this is your soulmate. So someone's about to come into your life, or they're already in your life, if you're looking for romance. And you may wonder why it's such a strong connection. They're your soulmate, you know. And for some of you, I feel like you're going to meet them. I feel like they're coming. They're not here. I feel like they're going to be on your path. And I feel like whenever you meet them, that's why you need to let your guard down a little bit. That's why you need to heal and let go of what needs to be let go of. And it feels like when you meet them, you're going to be blown away. And they are too. Oh my goodness. See, somebody needs to do some healing up there. I'm telling you. Okay. Libra, you got the Hangman. And this is a weakness. So you have a weakness around, that's number 12, patience and perspective. So it feels like you have a weakness about seeing things. It feels like I'll be honest with you, it feels like from other people's perspective. And having patience to do it. I feel like you get irritated with other people. And that could have to do with, you know, the whole balancing thing. You know, Libra likes to have everything balanced out. And that could have to do with that. Let's see. Let's get your... You got the Moon card. So, things aren't very clear right now. Things aren't... you know, things may seem very unclear to you with that Moon card. And, you know, you may feel like things are just not going your way. They're not very happy. They're not, there feels like deception around you and such. But, you know, with weakness being perspective, it may be the way you're looking at things. You know, if you look at them through the moon, the light of the moon, you know, you can see, I mean, there can be like deception, but there can also be illusion. Maybe you're seeing what you want to see. And, you know, there's a need to really stand back with the Hangman being a weakness. You need to stand back and take a good look at things. There could be hanging on to something as well, it feels like. working. Okay. It's like you're wanting to work on something, wanting to offer something, but you're standing back. You're standing back. You know, you feel like you have to protect yourself. You don't know whether to go forward with something. Please, let's see. Please clarify the Seven of Wands. Has to do with a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles with someone. It's like you want to go towards someone and offer them something. Okay. For some of you, someone wants to come towards you. Okay, for someone, there's someone that wants to come towards you. They see you as the Empress, but they hurt you. And they don't know whether you've healed from it. So for some of you, you got somebody wanting to come towards you that they want a new beginning with you. They want to bring peace to somehow that they hurt you. Now for some of you, you're wanting to go towards someone, but you're kind of guarding yourself against the person for some reason. Why? See, Knight of Pentacles again. Wanting to offer something, but you feel like that person is going to... see, right there, the Five of Swords, that's like standing strong alone. So, it's like you don't know whether to go towards that person or not. Now, it's going to be different for different ones of you. Yeah. See, there's a need to see clearly. There's a need for you to really look at, either way this is for you, you need to look at it clearly. You need to see it for what it is, because you may not be seeing it very clear. Just saying. You know, if someone's wanting to come back towards you that hurt you, what's saying they won't do it again? I mean, really. So there's a need to see it with clarity. Especially with that Moon card showing up, there could have been deception. Someone could have been deceiving you in some way. Now, if you're wanting to go towards someone and it's, you know, it's like you're standing, okay, you're standing back for some reason. You feel like this person is standing their ground. So it's kind of like a, well, if they're going to do it, I got to do it. That type of thing. It's like, not wanting to give in. Someone doesn't want to give in. They want the other one to. It's that type of feel. Okay. Strengths is intuition and inspiration. So, you know, you have a strengths around being inspired to do things, being inspired to go forward. Boy, the buzzing in my right ear just let off. Oh my goodness. Intuition. Being able to, you know, really look at things. You need to follow your intuition. You've got that gut feeling for a reason. Follow it. If something doesn't feel right, you know, re-look at it. Don't just jump because the moon's here. And this ain't no just plain moon. Look at that. That looks like pure deception there. And, you know, I mean, it could be. So, there's a need to really look at that. Now, these two cards here are a look from within. I want you to look at them, and I want you to feel like, what do they mean to you? What do these cards mean to you? It's something from within you that you need to see and deal with. That's what it feels like. You got Parasite, number 19. For someone, it feels like that you feel like there was something implanted within you when you were younger that set you out from everyone else. And it's like sometimes you feel as though it's it's like it's leached onto you like a parasite, like maybe a way of doing things, or maybe a something you were taught or such that sets you out. And then you got number 31, atonement. Look at those swords. You know, do you feel like everyone stabs you in the back? So you need to look at those and see what they mean to you within. Okay, you got number 16 for the angel card, and it says, out with the old and in with the new. That's beautiful. Beautiful. With endings bring new beginnings. Okay, ready? Heaven is showing you a sign that it's time to move in a new direction. Often this is because you're not happy and you feel a lack of purpose in your life. This is a wake-up call to make changes that match your heart's desires and spiritual truth. That's beautiful. It's time to wake up. Time to see what Spirit wants you to see and go in the right direction. Get things a-moving. Okay, you got this one here. Don't you look at that? And this says, while I've been healing, many people have faded away. And that is perfectly okay. And yes, it is. You know, while you're doing your thing, you're taking care of you, you had to pull off social media, or you had to pull away, and people just kind of, they just kind of go away. They're like doing their own thing. They don't talk to you anymore. Everyone has a purpose in your life, but sometimes that purpose is just short-lived, and if they were meant to stay in your life, they're going to stay in your life. I mean, that's the way I feel about it. You got imagination. Oh, that's beautiful. You may want to write this down. Pause the video, write it down, so you can speak it later. Repeat after me. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind, and so it is. Okay. For those of you who want romance in your life, this right here, what we've seen so far, does not have to be romantic. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. This could be someone coming back from family, or coming back from a friendship, or it could even be about work. We've got that card, that which is working on. So yeah, it's like they're showing us different things, But for those of you who want romance in your life, you've got the new love card. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So that may be why you got the out with the old and in with the new. That's beautiful. And then you've got the engagement card. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's awesome. Doesn't have to be engagement. It can be, taking things to a different level. Maybe, you've been seeing someone and you're moving in together. Or maybe you've been talking and you want to take it to a new level of maybe going out more. Or maybe you want to make it exclusive, where you only see one another for, to see where it goes. Different things for different people. Okay, now for Gemini. Gemini, I'm going to look at this one first. And what we got here is the Chariot. This is your weakness. Discipline and determination in number 7. So you have a weakness around moving forward and being determined to do it. Having determination to do what you need to do, what will move you forward in life, or, aspirations and dreams. And I feel like, maybe you need to really imagination, that card that we had for Libra. Discipline, it feels like, for me, setting your mind to do something and doing it, making sure you do it, having that discipline to say, okay, I'm doing this, and it don't matter how hard it is, I'm going to do it, and doing it. I feel like that whoever, and I feel like it could be many people, but I feel like that's a weakness. Okay. I'm going to take this one. Look at there. You got the Empress. The Empress. Knowing one's worth and value. Being able to grow anything. Really having yourself put together. Figured out. But we've got this for a weakness. So, Empress. What's this all about? Communication. Drama. All in your head. See, that's no good. Okay, someone has gave you communication that has put you all in your head, and this is someone who may have hurt you at some point in time. And also, I feel like that, okay, for some of you, this is completion. You're done with it. It's like when you hit that spot of being the Empress, it's like, you know, this person, they want to cause trouble, or they've caused trouble in the past, and they communicate with you. And, you know, with the Nine of Swords, you know, I get the, what is it called? Ouroboros, I think that's what it's called. Where like the serpent eating the serpent, you know. I mean, if it keeps on chomping at itself, it's going to end up killing itself. Now, if you're all in your head all the time, that could cause you to go crazy. That could drive you mad. So, it's like someone has come to a completion. You know, they've came to a completion. And I feel like that the reason we got this card here, Chariot, is being a weakness. And discipline and determination is because I feel like this completion is going to call for you to move away from and let that energy go. In order to embrace being the Empress, you're going to have discipline about yourself and be determined that, hey, I'm done with this. Take it somewhere else. No more negativity for me. I move away from it. I will not allow it. You know, it's that type of feeling. Strengths. 3 of Shells, playfulness and bliss. See, this person may see you as being one who just, you know, you let people run over you. Basically is what I'm getting with the playful and the bliss here. This person, it feels like they may see you in an old light, and you've transformed into this new person, and they want to come back into your life, and you're going to have to take control of that. And, you know, your strengths is being the 3 of Shells, playful and bliss, and being happy. And I feel like that is a good thing, because I feel like you'll be able to speak to this person without being mean, but yet letting them know that, you know, you're no longer entertaining this in your life. Now, you need to look at these cards, and you need to figure out what they mean to you. You know, what do they mean to you from within you? You got a number 1, starting at the beginning. Triumph of lies. What does that mean for you within? You know, I'm drawn to how it's a number 1. So for someone, I feel like the lies started at a young age, possibly from family. You know, for someone else, you know, it went so far as to where they were lied to so much, they started lying. And it's like they became like, feeling like they were, I'm drawn to the Crown, a king of liars. And it feels like, though, that is catching up with someone. Now, that's not for all of you. You just got to figure out what that means for you. That's for somebody, but not for everyone. So what does that mean for you within? And it could have to do with other people that's been in your life and how they've affected you within you. We got number 26, peaceful among thorns. You know, what I'm feeling with that one is really just being. Really just fitting, just kind of sitting still and just, you know, fitting yourself in a spot and You know, even if you were sad, you seemed peaceful, you know, and it could be turmoil around you, but you just fit in regardless. I can relate to that, you know, because it's like I used to just fit myself in and just try to make people happy, you know. Yeah. And then you've got the angel message of 3 of action. I want you to look at that. And what this says is things are working out beautifully. And that feels like it with that Empress card. You just got to stay on your path. Now that your ship has come in, it's time to decide what your next big project will be. Wow. You may choose to continue to build upon your success or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. So, what have you been working on that is getting ready or has already blossomed, and you know, that could be another reason this person's coming back. Yeah, could be. And then we've got this one. Makes sense. Makes sense. Do you see that? Pulling a weed. Just weeding the garden. That makes sense, you know. You cutting out people that's drama causers. You know, just causing your life to be havoc. Yeah. Okay, your affirmation is indecision. You may want to pause the video so that you can write this down, and that way you can speak it later. You may want to pause all of these different readings. I will try to do timestamps though. Okay, indecision. Repeat after me, please. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life, and so it is. And then for those of you who want romance, yeah, because again, this is not pointing to just romance. Yeah, so it can be for anyone. You got the deception card, which makes sense. Yeah. So it feels like that could be pointing to this person here, just to be honest with you. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in the relationship. But then you also got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So, you know, someone else that bond deepening with, it feels like a possibility. So that's what I've got for you. And thank you so much for being with me. Do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And, yeah. I am going to do an extended on this. I'm just going to pull some more cards. And, yeah, I think I will. I think I'm going to look at, actually, I'm going to ask around, love, around romance, because I'm being drawn to the romance angels. So in the extended, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pull a few cards and see what I get for that. Thank you so much for being with me. Bye.